Dungeon Serenade. Listen to the DJ. Listen to the show. Listen to the DJ. Name is Tony Young. Listen to the harmony. Spinning of the sound. Listen to my man. Name is Tony Young.
The legend you are about to hear is true. Only the needle should be changed to protect the record.
Hi kids, how's everyone doing out there? It's Dungeon Serenade time right here on 91.3 WVKR, Vassar College in Poughkeepsie, New York, and on doowopcafe.org. Yes, we're on both stations. We're on the Doo Wop Cafe, and we're on independent radio, WVKR, and we're here every other Friday night on VKR and every Monday night on the cafe. So we've been doing this an awful long time, and coming up on October 30th 2020, we have our fundraiser coming up, and I'll tell you more about that in a little bit. But right now, let's get into it. It is showtime!
Yeah, come on. You want to hear more now? All right. Everybody with me now. More? Yeah. All right. If you really want to dance your memory, come on. Sing this song with me. Yeah. I want to know. Yeah, you over there. Come on, baby, now tell me. Yeah. wop, doo wop, wah wah, doo wop, doo wop, doo wah, wah wah, doo wop, doo wop, doo wah, wah wah, doo 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 doo. Doo wop, doo wop, doo wah, wah wah, doo wop, doo wop, doo wah, wah wah, doo wop, doo wop, doo wah, wah wah, doo 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 doo. Oh 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 baby, I love you so. Oh 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 baby, more than you know. Oh baby, this isn't baby, be my sweet baby. Please say you're mine, 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 baby. When you walk by, oh 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 fella, just look inside. Oh, ask me, oh, is that baby, that pretty baby, oh, all that dark.
Yeah, there you go. On the Rama record label, those are the Crows. And that's Baby right here in the Dungeon Serenade. Yeah, that's an old favorite. Everybody loves that one. Good sounds all around. We started off with the Toreadors on the Midas record label. Do You Remember Part 2? And I played that from my acetate of it. Yeah, I have an acetate of that. You know, one of them metal records with the coating on it. Kind of like a demo pressing, right? They make it up, and then they take that and they make the stampers for it to press the records. Yeah, that's how that works. And I have an honest to God acetate of this record, huh? Good sound all around. And this is Dungeon Serenade. We have a fundraiser coming up on the 30th. And it's going to be interesting because it's going to be the Paula and Amanda show and Dungeon Serenade mashed together, right? We're not going to be hearing it on Doo Wop Cafe Radio, but we're definitely going to be hearing it on WVKR because, every year VKR does their fundraiser. And it's a little late this year due to the virus and everything. So it's a little bit of pandemonium, a little bit of confusion, and there's a lot going on. But I do ask that everybody listening to Dungeon Serenade show your support this year. We're going to have a bunch of premiums like we always have. Stickers, T-shirts, tote bags, masks. Hey, everybody's got to wear a mask these days. How about a WVKR mask? Huh? Well, what do you think of that? And on top of that, both shows, Paula and Amanda and Dungeon Serenade, that share the time slot on Friday nights. We alternate the weeks. We're going to put together a great big premium that only one contributor will get. Right? And there's going to be records, CDs, all kinds of fun things in there. We're going to do whoever bids the most money, like in an auction. Whoever contributes the highest amount will get that prize. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Emma will be in the studio answering the phones at VKR, and unfortunately, we'll be on tape pretending that we're in the studio. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's continue on with the music right here in the Dungeon Serenade. We're going to go to 1957, Apollo Records, The Cellos. And this is their follow-up record to Rang Tang Ding Dong, I'm the Japanese Sandman. This record was a hit in New York, but it's a forgotten hit. Nobody plays this side anymore. I guess you gotta listen to Dungeon Serenade to hear these type of things. This is the Juicy Crocodile.
This is a story of a crocodile. All names have been changed to protect the innocent. Here I am, lost from everyone. Believe me, it's not a bit of fun. Juicy Crocodile has been chasing me all day. Can't seem to shake, can't seem to get away. He got my friend. There goes a great big crocodile with a great big juicy smile. He is wondering what to do, whether to me or you. There goes a great big crocodile with a great big juicy smile. Running, here I am again. This cat behind me sure ain't my friend. I think I'd better pull over to the side of the road. When he gets close, I'll play like I'm bold. You got my other friend. There goes a great big crocodile with a great big juicy smile. He is wondering what to do, whether to me or you. There goes a great big crocodile with a great big juicy smile. Later for the talk about being bold, I see this crocodile ain't for being told. I think I'd better climb this here palm tree, and then he won't be able to capture me. You got my other friend, oh me. There goes a great big crocodile with a great big juicy smile. He is wondering what to do, whether to me or you. There goes a great big crocodile with a great big juicy smile. Now how in the world can this be? A crocodile climbing a palm tree. Well, I guess it's the way it was meant to be, because real soon he'll have eaten me. Oh, me.
Dungeon Serenade.
Station of the Stars.
Star music, star talent for the real all-stars, meaning you, our listeners.
drip, I kissed you, and I held you in my arms. Oh, so tight, my baby. Why don't you come back home? My eyes are crying, oh crying, oh night and day. And I thank the Lord for sending me your love. My baby, you know I love you so. I did.
Right here in the Dungeon Serenade from 1954. Those are the Swallows on the After Hours record label. That is a Broadway Al Traumer's all-time favorite. You know, he loved that record. Actually, he preferred the flip side of that one, which maybe we'll play later on in the show. We'll see. Depends on how things go. Anyway, that's My Baby, Swallows, After Hours, right here in the Dungeon. Hey, we're going to turn up the streetlight right now. Put the a cappella out into the spotlight. In my hand, I am holding a CD called The Tamaneers, live at Charlie MacGruder's. And let me tell you something. This CD and the rehearsal session with Bobby Thomas and the Vibranaires CD that just came out on Dungeon Records have been the CDs from hell. They really have been, because it took us over 2 years to get these CDs from tape to the pressing plant and back again. And after they were pressed up, they got lost in the mail coming here, right? A whole box of CDs. And the post office, they lost the box. And the box ended up going back to Las Vegas. And then it had to come back from Las Vegas. And I finally got these in. And Doo Wop Dave Fitzgerald is going to be thrilled to get his copies. And I know that Calvin Jackson from the Tamaneers, he's patiently awaiting his copy for quite a while as well. And a lot of you other cats here in the Hudson Valley have been waiting for this CD as well. You know, so we finally got the CDs in. It sounds great. The cover looks great. We got a whole bunch of stuff here on the CD. This was recorded in 1992, April 4th, 1992. There's 12 cuts on the CD that are performed live at Charlie MacGruder's a cappella. And we included the original Bramley recordings, the both sides of the Bramley 45 that came out in 1960. The CD consists of original members David Hill, Glenn Pitcher, Harvey Everhart, and Butch Williams, along with Calvin Jackson, who came into the group a little bit later on. But he goes pretty far back with them as well. You know, wasn't on the Bramley record, but he was back in those days singing with the Tamaneers. You know, great CD liner notes written by myself and Doo Wop Dave Fitzgerald. I want to thank John Clementi for doing the editing, and of course Stevie Dunham, my partner at Street Corner Entertainment. Thanks, Steve. I got them. They're here. Yeah, it took a little work, but let's see. I want to thank Calvin Jackson, Lou Silvani, because he supplied me with the recording of the Bramley 45, remastered. Sounds just like you're in the studio with the group as you're listening to it. I want to thank Fred Bond from Attic Records for his contributions, and he was going crazy back in the early 80s when he put out the Bramley record as a reissue on the Love record label. Good sounds all around on this one. I hope you dig this one. And when you get your copy of this, on the inside, where the liner notes are, and there's a brief discography of everything that was on the Bramley record label. You know, there wasn't just one record on Bramley. There was a couple. But anyway, what cut am I going to play over this? On this one, I am going to play something that was a really, really big hit for the Drifters. And because I like this song. I do. And I like the way the Tamaneers do it. So from the Tamaneers' new CD, live at Charlie MacGruder's, we've got This Magic Moment, the Street Corner Showcase.
This magic moment, so different, told you, like any other, until I met you, and then it happened, took me by surprise. I knew that you felt it too, by the look in your eyes, sweeter than a wine, softer than the summer night. Everything I want, I have. Whenever you have time, this magic moment, so different and so new, like any other. Until I met you, and then it happened, took me by surprise. I knew that you felt it too, by the look in your eyes, sweeter than a wine, softer than the summer night. Everything I want, I have. Whenever you enter this magic moment, with your lips so close to mine, will last forever till the end of time. Whoa. This magic moment.
There you go. Right here in the Dungeon Serenade from the brand new CD release, the Tamaneers live at Charlie MacGruder's in This Magic Moment, the Street Corner Showcase. Hope you dig it. And yeah, again, there's 12 cuts, a cappella, recorded live. And actually, there's only 11 cuts. One of the cuts is the group speaking, introducing the members, and stuff like that. And the two original Bramley 45 cuts. Yeah, it's a great CD. I hope you dig it. Anyway, let's continue on with the music right here in the Dungeon Serenade. Yeah, so
My heart
I love so.
The one, the Starfires on Bargain Records right here in the Dungeon Serenade. Tony O with you, playing the sounds you dig the most. Hey, we're going to jump right into the Battle of the Tune, like right now. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. It's time for the Battle of the Tune, right here on the Dungeon Serenade. And on this Battle of the Tune, we got two versions of a song that was on the Fortune record label. And in honor of the book that just came out, Mind Over Matter by Billy Miller and Michael Hurt from Kix Books, which you're going to hear more about that momentarily. We are going to do the Battle of Route 16, right? How many of you know the song Route 16, right? It's a great record. Fortune number 514. Came out in March of 1955, the third release by Nolan Strong and the Diablos. And that's how we're going to start things off in the Battle of the Tune. If you want to pick the version you dig the most, you can drop an email to dungeonserenade@yahoo.com, or you can let me know on Facebook. We have a group on Facebook, Dungeon Serenade Doo Wop Show. You can join that group. It's a good group. It's a fun group. It's all about Dungeon Serenade and doo wop music. Or you can join us in the chat room Monday night with doowopcafe.org. Yeah, they got a chat room. You can yell it out in the chat room if you like, right? In the Battle of the Tune, Diablos, Nolan Strong, Route 16, yeah.
Take your boat along Cruiser Lake. Take your lunch and don't forget the cake. Take your babe, but for goodness sakes, don't take Route 16. Take the highway that is lined with lights. Take the highway that is filled with sights. Any road will do, but in the night, don't take Route 16. Route 16 is filled with lovers parked along the way. If you park, you fall in love. You'll kiss the break of day. Route 16 is dangerous and dark. Route 16 in a wooded park. Route 16 makes you an easy mark. Don't take Route 16.
Nolan Strong and the Diablos right here in the Battle of the Tune on Dungeon Serenade. Yeah, that's Route 16. What a great record that is. I love that record so much. And I don't think there's a record by Nolan Strong and the Diablos that I don't love. But in the Battle of the Tune, we, of course, have to have another version of that song. So we are going to hear a recording that came out also on the Fortune record label from 1960. This is a good one. 5 years later, Fortune number 539, a recording by Terry Skoggs and the Wood Brothers. And the Wood Brothers were actually the Don Juans, and they have a version of Route 16 also, and here it is in the battle.
Take your boat all on a cruise a lake. Take a lunch and don't forget the cake. Take your baby, but for goodness sake, don't take your Route 16. Take the highway that is lined with lights. Take the highway that is filled with sights. Any road will do, but in the night, don't take a Route 16. A Route 16 is filled with lovers parked along the way. If you park, you fall in love. A hug and a kiss till the break of day. A Route 16 is dangerous and dark. A Route 16 is their wooded park. A Route 16 makes you an easy mark. Don't take a Route 16. Come on, swing there. Play it, Daddy. Route 16 is filled with lovers parked along the way. If you park, you'll fall in love. A hug and a kiss till the break of day. Route 16 is dangerous and dark. Route 16 is near a wooded park. Route 16 makes you an easy mark. Don't take a Route 16. Don't take a Route 16. No, 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 don't take a Route 16. No, 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 don't take a Route 16.
Right here on the Dungeon Serenade, that was our Battle of the Tune this week, a Fortune Battle of the Tune. We heard the Battle of Route 16. And we started with Nolan Strong and the Diablos from 1955, I believe it was. And then we heard Terry Skoggs and the Wood Brothers, a.k.a. the Don Juans, from 1960. Which one did you dig the most, huh? Yeah, tell me. Go in the chat room on Monday night during the Doo Wop Cafe replay of the show, or if you're listening on WVKR Friday night at our regular time, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., you can drop me an email at dungeonserenade@yahoo.com, or just go on Facebook and drop me a line over there on Tony Ochin, or put it up in the Dungeon Serenade Facebook group, right? Oh, and speaking of Fortune, right now I have MIRIAM LINNA on the phone with us, and she just released a book, Kicks Books, a division of Norton Records. The book is unbelievable. It's called Mind Over Matter, The Myths and Mysteries of Detroit's Fortune Records, written by Billy Miller and Michael Hurd. Hi, Miriam.
Hey, Tony, how you doing over there or under there in the dungeon, huh?
Oh, yeah, we're having a good time here in the dungeon, as always, and I am, overwhelmed. This book weighs a ton. It literally weighs a ton. There's 551 pages of Fortune records. How did this come about?
Well, it is a heavy read, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I'm so sorry for some of the mailmen out there who are lugging these door to door. But it came together several years ago. It really was, as Mike Hurd, who is the co-author, will recollect, that there really was a moment when we were all together, Billy and Mike and I, And we're talking about fortune just as all of us do talk about fortune on a regular basis when we get together with friends to play records. And the idea was that these guys were talking about different 45s, and I butted in and said, you guys should do a book, and that was really the seed for it. I mean, years before that and long before that, the whole collecting thing had been going on full siege over here. But the idea of a book really did come up, and it was over 10 years ago that happened. I think we could nail it down. I was trying to do it with Mike the other night, but it's been a lot of years that information started to come in, and then the guys deliberately began to do taped interviews with the artists of Fortune Records with the intent of being able to catalog them into a book. But Billy never assumed that the book was going to be what the result is today, and it's a pretty big effort from a lot of people. Many collectors contributing their memories, their collections, and also different little snippets, photographs, and ads. And it took a long time. Mike did a wonderful job as co-author with all of the work, with really tying things together at the end of the day. Billy passed in November of 2016, 4 years ago this November, and I had a lot of people, asking afterward, when's the book coming out? When's the book coming out? And at the time that Billy passed, it was still a manuscript, albeit a very long manuscript, a tall stack, kind of like in The Shining, And it's, there's the typewriter and the big stack of papers that just say two things. No, not really. There was plenty written in those pages, but the stack kept growing. And all through Billy's illness, he worked on the book, and Mike did as well. So it was really a labor of love and a really prime example of stick-to-itiveness, even when things look bleak. After his passing, it took really about 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years to even be able to face the manuscript myself. Emotionally, it was very difficult.
Understandable.
Looking at that, and then playing the records constantly, especially the ballads, it came to me that this is something that needed to be done and needed to be completed, needed to be published. And I got Mike back back on track, was really pushing ahead with it. And it took about 2 additional years here after Billy's passing. The full 4 years were all focused on it. Didn't go a day without the book really heavy on my mind. But really being able to handle it and tackle the publication of it really was in the past couple of years.
Well, the payoff on this is amazing because the book is outstanding. There's more information in this book than I ever even imagined that there could be about a small record company in Detroit. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, well, the thing is that was the challenge, and that is the challenge where all of the legions of Fortune fans that are out there, whether they're hillbilly fans and collectors or blues collectors or doo wop collectors or even gypsy music collectors, whoever they may be, but the gypsy stuff is really so great as well from the Fortune label. But the idea is that you know how it is. You've got a label that's relatively obscure. It's not established like something like Chance Records or what have you. That's already been, sung and sung and sung, deservedly so. But here comes Fortune. It's kind of the red-headed stepchild in the whole deal. The records weren't professionally recorded for the most part. Recorded in what was referred to just last week by a caller here at Norton and Kick's headquarters, who referred to it as the studio part of Fortune Records as the dungeon. So Serenade is very appropriate. But referring to it as a very primitive situation, and that sound is very identifiable, very unique. In the world of doo-wops where, like a collector like yourself or your listeners would easily identify a record from any particular label, but for the general population, they won't. You play them a bunch of records and you put in a few Fortunes and say, pick the weirdos out of there, and they would be able to pick the Fortunes out. It's just that plaintive, raw sound, and the idea that these people were gathered around, a microphone in a small room in the back of a ramshackle record store, really in the ghetto of Detroit, and managed to get that sound. It was tremendous talent. It can't just be fortune. It just can't be luck that something like that happened. Maybe it was. Maybe it was magic. But that's the whole mystique of Fortune Records and the joy of being able to collect. And I know with Billy, through the years of being able to turn up something that he didn't know and, running home with it from wherever he found it to say, I got a fortune, and knowing that it was going to be something that was going to completely readjust, the horizontal. Put it on and go, oh my God, every find was something so incredible. And I'm talking going back, 30 years, 40 years. And one thing, Tony, that I found, this is kind of, it's bittersweet to find it now, but like your place, like the dungeon, which I'm sure it is, has stacks and stacks of 45s and 78s and magazines and notes and your own crazy spiral notebooks full of wants and stuff like that. That's what it is here as well.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's, some people would call it a big mess, but of course we know that it's an organized confusion, something that we all aspire to. But at any rate, the book came out. I got an advance copy of it from the printer, and I was delighted with it. And it was tough. It was a bittersweet moment. I wish so much that Billy could be there to see it and enjoy it as I was at that moment. But just a few hours after that, after the initial impact, I mean, I've read the book so multitude of times during this whole period of time of it.
Oh, I'm sure.
The final edits and so on, that I went to go pack up, the manuscript and the notes and all this stuff that really didn't need to be referred to immediately. And as I was doing that, I came upon a yellow pad that had some scribbles on it, and just because I was packing this up with the other Fortune material just for safekeeping, I didn't want to discard anything. I leafed through this yellow pad and found that Billy's handwriting was there, rather scribbly, so it must have been at the last months of his life. He had started writing down something about fortune, and his handwriting was very poor, but I'll try to read the first part of this here for you, just briefly. I don't want to keep your time. I don't want to butt into your time.
Oh, no, the time is yours. This is your time right now. Don't worry about it.
Okay, but this is Billy's words. Billy says, my first Fortune single was a beat-up copy of the Diablos' The Way You Dogged Me Around. The title intrigued me, as did the handsome Fortune label. I found Nolan Strong was a semi-deity among the older guys. You couldn't go into a record shop without being struck by the bold cover of Nolan's and the Diablos' Fortune of Hits album. The Wind was an anthem amongst the older guys who I'd look to for inspiration. I continued to pick up Fortune singles, with Andre Williams becoming an early favorite. Bacon Fat, Greasy Chicken. I became fascinated with everything I heard, the majesty of it. Every record was different, exciting. Every one had a dashing name. Andre, Nolan, Nathaniel. I was drawn to the mystery. I followed the vocal group sounds and the hillbilly of Fortune Records. I wrote to the company to see about purchasing affordable backstock singles. This was early on. One day, a box arrived with a personal thank you written by Deborah Brown. It wasn't actually on Fortune stationery. Instead, it was just heads cut out of an old Diablo's LP cover, each one hovering over a Fortune logo, all glued on paper.
Wow.
The package contained the Tarragon Brothers' Insane Hi-Ho Little Girl, the sequins, Oh Those Eyes, some Diablo sides, as well as some country. I still had not been to Detroit at this point, but the idea of the Fortune building loomed in my mind like the Taj Mahal. And he goes on from that, but he was obviously writing his own thoughts down about what the moment was. And, we talked about it for, umpteen times over the almost 40 years that I was with Billy. But to have him have that down on paper, and it was obviously a struggle for him to be writing that down, but he wanted it down. And here it turns up the day that the book arrives.
Wow. Well, Fortune definitely has a huge mystique about it. Let's hear one of the songs that you had just mentioned. Nolan Strong and the Diablos gave Fortune their first truly big hit with The Wind. And, the Jesters recorded it, and so many groups after them recorded it, and almost every a cappella group in the doo-wop era, in all of the revivals, they all know the song. They've all sang the song. Let's hear the original by Nolan Strong and the Diablos right here on the Dungeon Serenade.
Shall I still love you? I know she has gone, but my love lingers on in a dream that the wind brings to me.
I've got Miriam Linna on the phone, and she owns Norton Records, Kicks Books, and they just put out this tome of 551 pages entitled Mind Over Matter, The Myths and Mysteries of Detroit's Fortune Records, written by Billy Miller and Michael Hurt. The Diablos were one of the greatest groups that ever recorded for Fortune. At some point, Jay Johnson came into the group singing bass, and I met Jay several years back.
Yeah.
Hell of a nice guy. How difficult was it to locate a lot of these artists on the Fortune label?
Well, one of the main starting points for us was great collector, Chicago collector, and super friend George Paulus George found Andre. And there can be a lot of people saying that they found Andre and they recorded him again for the first time after he was missing in action. But it was George. And George called us and said he had found Andre and that he wanted to take him into the studio. And did we want to partner with him in doing that? And he wanted to do the CD version of it. The answer immediately was absolutely. So whatever involvement that we had, but we ended up doing Greasy, which is the album version of it, and George did the CD version of it. But we went to Chicago and spent the better part of 2 weeks at George's home, recording Andre there, and that was the first chance that we really had to really speak with him and to just like bask in his glory and to be able to start chatting with him about exactly what was going on at Fortune Records while he was there, and he was such a incredible individual, a long-time friend. I started Kicks Books because of Andre, and
cool.
That was 10 years ago with starting the book company, and now 10 years later, here's a book about Andre's life at Fortune Records and the adulation that we had for that label. So that was really the starting point for it. Eddie Kirkland ended up coming here to New York to play. He had been touring with Homer Henderson. The great Homer Henderson was on tour with him, so that was something else. But he did come to play in New York, and we did get to hang out with him. And Mike did a brilliant interview with him that's included in the book. That's just amazing. So Billy was there as well. So the two of them were able to do that interview at that time. It was kind of like the mountain coming to Muhammad or whatever in a small way. But for him to be here in New York, and that's where that interview took place. Nathaniel became a dear friend, and we absolutely cherish his friendship. He was just such a lively character, and of course his tunes are amazing and iconic and such a huge part of our lives. That was a beautiful thing about Fortune, is with these artists that Melvin Davis and so on, that came into our lives and were like actually active parts of all of our lives, going on tour, recording for various labels. They had this resurgence that came out of really, I guess I hate to refer to it like the garage, music fandom, but it was after the original fans, after the resurgence that happened, in the 60s and then in the 70s, and after UGHA, there was a whole new population that was infected with Fortune Mania because these characters were alive and moving among them, larger than life. Andre Williams would walk into a music festival and people were like, what the hell? Oh my God, because here's an icon coming from there. So the fact that those guys were still with us made a huge impact. And I have a feeling, and I'm sure you feel this too, that this is not like generational oldies, the Fortune sound.
Oh, no.
Whether you're talking about the hillbilly stuff or you're talking about the blues or rhythm and blues, the music is so unbelievably mesmeric that you can play it for, maybe not every teenager who's like out there on the street, but many of the younger listeners who want to hear the real deal and they recognize the real deal. They don't have to be told. You can play them a Fortune record and they'll come running from across the record store, when we get back into the record store.
Oh, yeah. Well, I do know that Andre Williams and Nathaniel Mayer both were huge on the underground rock and roll scene in Brooklyn over the years. That's definitely true.
Yeah. I didn't really consider that the underground scene because it was overground here, but yes, they certainly were. They were larger than life, and they were our heroes, and the fact that they were not grown up in the kind of way that some people are who go into the business world or wherever they go. These guys were rock and rollers all the way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
These were rhythm and blues stars whose music was everything to them, and we had many, many soulful conversations with these guys. When Andre was staying over here for there were 3 visits toward the end where Andre was here for a week at a time. So he spent a lot of time here in our home going over the book, with reading the manuscripts to him and him sparking with new ideas. And that was a real wonderful thing. And he expressed his whole feeling about music, that music was everything to him, and that any kind of a move out of the music world was something that was unpleasant to him, to put it mildly. He thrived, as they all did, on the friendship and adulation of their followers, people who respected those records, and they respected Fortune as well. People might have thought, oh, well, Andre, he should have been, a mega star and stuff like that. True. Nathaniel should have been also. All of those people should have. But in the way that things go, it doesn't always quite go that way. We read in the book, that Smokey Robinson, we got that wonderful comment from him in the beginning of the book where he said that he wanted Nolan so badly to come to Motown when Smokey was there producing and writing, and he wouldn't go. Nolan wouldn't go. He felt that he had an allegiance to Jack and Devorah Brown.
Loyalty.
He wouldn't go. Yeah, a loyalty. And loyalty is really a kind of a running, beautiful thread through real music. And that's part of the myth and mystery of Fortune Records, is that there was a thread of genuineness that went through everything that came off of the label. And to unravel, for the guys, Billy and Mike, to unravel the stories behind the artist, not just the record, but the artist as well, was something that they wanted to do, and that's what the book is about. It's not just about the record. The records will speak forever, in any language. You can play it for someone who doesn't speak English, and they will understand what that record is about. Of course, that's great, but to understand the artist and the goings-on behind it, that's always the fun thing, and the great historical thing with anything creative and artistic. And these are creative records, and they are pure, unadulterated art.
Let's hear a couple of songs from Andre Williams and Nathaniel Mayer right here in the Dungeon Serenade.
Okay.
Why don't you come? Why don't you come? Why don't you come?
Let me take you to the village of love. Let me hold you tight. Let me treat you right. Come on. To the village of I tell you, Mom. I tell you, Mom. We going back.
Right here on Dungeon Serenade, we're chatting with Miriam Linna about the new book, Mind Over Matter, playing Fortune records all the sounds that you dig the most. I look at the clock and I see it's that time, top of the hour. You're listening to 91.3 WVKR, Vassar College, Poughkeepsie, New York.
Dungeon Serenade.
Come and join our hit parade. Dedications on the way. All those songs of yesterday. Hear them on the show today. We can run back tonight. Just like 1959. All those memories on your way. Listen to your radio on Sunday. Dungeon Serenade. Eddie C and Tommy O. DJs on the radio. And Kristen have a feeling Tommy O and Eddie C bring you back to 53 to play.
Old time radio.
Used to be. Dungeon Serenade.
You've taken my money, told me lies, dogged me around, and made me cry. It's a low down shame, baby, the way you dogged me around. I've prayed, God knows I prayed, that you'd be good to me in any small way. It's a low down shame, baby, the way you dogged me around. Someday, baby, and it won't be long, you realize that you've done me wrong. But it'll be too late, yes, darling, too late. Someone else will be taking your place. I give you my love, I give you my heart. Still you keep trying to tear us all apart. Ooh, it's a low down shame, baby, the way you dogged me around. It's a low down, yes, low down, dirty shame, baby, the way you have dogged me around. And you know what? Your daddy's getting tired, sick and tired of your foolishness. I'm gonna have to kick you to the curb. I'm gonna have to put you down. I gave you my love, I gave you my heart. Still you keep trying to carry the apart. It's a low down shame, baby, the way you dogged me around. And that's for you, Nolan.
Right here on Dungeon Serenade, we just heard Nathaniel Mayer, and we heard Andre Williams. We heard Village of Love, the original recording on Fortune Records. And Andre Williams with the A-Bones, The Way You Dog Me Around, which is a cut that's included on the LP Daddy Rockin' Strong, a tribute to Nolan Strong and the Diablos, which is available at Norton Records. And Miriam,
Yes.
you're one of the A-Bones. You're the drummer with the A-Bones.
Tony, you told me that you weren't going to divulge that.
Yeah, so you got to record with Andre Williams.
Oh, yes, many times.
What was that like?
In the U.S. Yeah, in the U.S. and on record, and also in Europe. So yeah, we had a lot of experience together, musically and as friends.
Yeah, this is a great album. This is I'm still trying to figure out how to describe this album, because the artists that are recording on this album are from all different genres of music, and how would you describe this album?
I guess at the time it was modern day Fortune fans that wanted to record Fortune tunes. We did not put the album together. It's on the Wind label,
Yes.
out of Lansing, Michigan. And so it's primarily Detroit groups, and there's a lot of fantastic modern-day Fortune-inspired groups. All of those young groups out of Detroit, the great ones, are very steeped in the knowledge and love of Fortune Records. So that's what the idea was, to have a tribute. And it's a tribute to Nolan, so that's pretty special. Very, very cool that they did that, and we were honored to be included on that.
This is truly a great album. It's not 100% doo-wop, but there's some really, really, really top-notch stuff on this LP. It is available at Norton Records. We're conversing with Miriam Linna. They have a brand new book out called Mind Over Matter, The Myths and Mysteries of Detroit's Fortune Records by Billy Miller and Michael Hurt. Let's hear another cut from Fortune Records. All you hardcore collectors are going to know this one. Yeah, we've got the Swans right here in the Dungeon Serenade.
The mighty Swanba speaks. Do you take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife? Wedding bells, oh wedding bells, when will you ring out for me? Daniel, tell, oh Daniel, tell, oh my love will be. Oh, must I
show right here on the Dungeon Serenade. We just heard the Swans and Wedding Bells, oh, Wedding Bells. And I'm on the phone still with MIRIAM LINNA from Kicks Books, Norton Records. Hey, MIRIAM.
Yes?
Who was the mighty Swamba?
The secret to that and many, many other questions lies in the pages of Mind Over Matter, the myths and mysteries of Detroit's Fortune Records, available from kicksbooks.com. Go there, you're going to see a little banner, click it, and there you go. We're going to find out some more about this great book by Billy Miller and Michael Hurt, and you'll be able to purchase it on your own. So thank you so much, very, very much for this wonderful appearance on Dungeon Serenade with Tony O.
Haha, thank you, MIRIAM. And I hope the book sells out, and I hope actually you go into a second pressing of it. It is a great book. I have my copy of it, and it is phenomenal. So, MIRIAM, thank you so much for being here with us today. And, again, the mighty Swamba, no spoilers here. You got to get the book to find out who he really was.
I know your tricky ways there, Tony.
I tried. Anyway, thank you, MIRIAM. And let's play some more Fortune Records before we switch gears here on the Dungeon Serenade. Earthquakes here on the Dungeon Serenade. That one's for Tommy Harford. I know how much he loves that record because it's real. Yeah, it's really, really real. I'm Tony O, and this is Dungeon Serenade, playing the sounds that you all dig the most. And we've got a fortune in records. We got a fortune of everything today. It's Fortune Day here in the Dungeon Serenade as we celebrate the release of Mind Over Matter, the myths and mysteries of Detroit's Fortune Records. Again, I want to thank MIRIAM LINNA for coming on with us and talking about the book. Hey, let's play another cut from the LP on the Wind record label. Daddy Rockin' Strong, a tribute to Nolan Strong and the Diablos. We're going to play this cut Cub Coda, right? He had a big hit in the 70s, Smoking in the Boys' Room. Yeah, remember that song? Yeah, Brownsville Station. Well, anyway, he recorded this one, and it came out on a very limited LP in around 1994 or so. And this one is a killer record, a Diablo's tune, and I hope you dig this as much as I do. It's called You're the Only Girl, Dolores, for me.
You said you loved me. You with me, you'd wanna be. But I laughed in your face, walked away so carefree, not knowing someday that I'd have to say, you're the only girl, Dolores, for me. Now that you're leaving, I feel so alone. Now that you're leaving, I realize I was wrong. Give me a chance to save our romance. You're the only girl, Dolores, for me. I still remember how I laughed in your face. I walked away with my head in the air. I had too much pride to turn around and let you see these tears in my eyes. Come, let me hold you and feel you so near. Come, let me kiss you, see how it feels. These are few things that will make my heart sing. You're the only girl, Dolores, for me. I still remember how I laughed in your face. I walked away with my head in the air. I had too much pride to turn around and let you see these tears in my eyes. Come, let me hold you and feel you so near. Come, let me kiss you, see how it feels. These are few things that will make my heart sing. You're the only girl, Dolores, for me. You're the only girl, Dolores, for me. You're the only girl, Dolores, for me. You're the only girl, Dolores, for me.
And what a great version that was. Cub Coda, right here in the Dungeon Serenade from the LP Daddy Rockin' Strong, a tribute to Nolan Strong and the Diablos. Yeah, Cub Coda, You're the Only Girl, Dolores. And I remember back in the 80s when I used to get Goldmine magazine, Cub Coda, every month. He had a column in there, and he would write about music, and it was great. So if you have any old Goldmine magazines, you're going to find his articles, and so many of them. And of course, he had Brownsville Station, Smoking in the Boys' Room. Yeah, he was great. I love Cub Coda. Anyway, we're playing the sounds that you dig the most right here in the dungeon.
Boom, boom, bitty, bitty, boom, bop. Whoa, 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 boom, boom, bitty, bitty, boom, bop. Whoa, 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 boom, boom, bitty, bitty, boom, bop. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hi, we're the Royal Jokers from the Detroit, and this is the Dungeon Serenade. Antonio, welcome to the show. Wow, 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 boom.
Sweet little angel, I love you so. Sweet little angel, don't let me go. Sweet little angel, I love you so. My heart, sweet little angel, why did we part? Sweet little angel, you broke my heart. Many loves have strayed apart with a broken heart, but please don't let it happen to me. You mean so much to me, darling, can you see? So have mercy on me. Oh, sweet little angel, I love you so. Sweet little angel, don't let me go. Sweet little angel, I love you so. Love you so.
Royal Jokers right here in the Dungeon Serenade, and Sweet Little Angel. Yeah, what a great sound that is, huh? Yeah. Hey, we're celebrating the release of this book, Mind Over Matter, and with that said, it wouldn't be right if we didn't hear the song Mind Over Matter. Here are the Diablos and Mind Over Matter in the Dungeon.
Gonna make you mine.
never go wrong with the Diablos right here in the Dungeon Serenade Mind Over Matter as we continue on.
Cool rockin' sounds, solid gold sounds. Remember Dungeon Serenade.
And continuing on here on Dungeon Serenade, we're going to go to the other new release on Dungeon Records, and there's a brand new release, Rehearsal Session with Bobby Thomas and the Vibranaires, and this is a great CD. It's just released. It's all recorded live in Bobby Thomas's living room, right? A jam session with the Vibranaires, rare and unreleased. This is all rehearsal tapes, and it's really great stuff. Nobody's ever heard any of this stuff, unless, of course, you maybe heard me play it here on Dungeon Serenade over the past few years, because I snuck a couple of these in. Great CD, liner notes by Charlie Horner, and it's really a great sound all around on here, but it's not for the weak of heart. You know, if you're expecting to hear all kinds of fancy, flashy, exciting, big productions on this, you ain't getting it. No way, you ain't getting it. This is right out of Bobby Thomas's living room from a rehearsal session. Raw, and it's just killer, right? Here's Bobby in the Orioles. Yeah, Bobby Thomas was in the Orioles for a while, wasn't he? Yeah, Bobby Thomas with his Vibranaires, and this is recorded in the early 1980s when the group reformed. I Cover the Waterfront from the new CD right here in the Dungeon.
I cover the waterfront. I'm watching to see if the girl I love must soon come back to me. I cover the waterfront. I'm in search of my love, and I'm covered by the starry skies above. Now, well, here am I, patiently waiting, hoping and longing for how I yearn. Where are you? Are you forgetting? Are you forgetting? Do you remember, and will you return? I cover the waterfront. I'm watching to see if the one I love must soon come back to me. A good girl on the waterfront, yeah. And I'm watching to see, and I'm covered by the starry skies above. Yes. Well, here am I, patiently waiting, hoping and longing for how I am. Where are you? Where are you forgetting? Are you forgetting? Do you remember, and will you return? I must soon come back to me. Must soon come back to me.
Bobby Thomas and the Vibranaires right here on the Dungeon Serenade from the new CD. It's out and available now on Dungeon Records. Jam session with the Vibranaires, rare and unreleased recordings recorded in Bobby Thomas's living room. That's Bobby playing his guitar and the, for the most part, original members of the Vibranaires are in the group. And yeah, it's a rehearsal session. And not only do you get rehearsal sessions on the CD, but there's a couple of live performances, as well as the 45 that came out in 1980 on the Terry record label. There's an unreleased demo, and yeah, it's all good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, you're not going to get it anywhere else. Perfect for those of you who love the archival material. And great liner notes by Charlie Horner. And, you know, maybe we'll get Charlie on the show one of these days to talk about the Vibranaires, right? He's pretty much a big historian when it comes to the Vibranaires. Good stuff here in the dungeon, and I'm rambling here. Oh, speaking of rambling, I am going to ramble right now about one of the founding members of Doo Wop Cafe Radio, right? You know, I never really talk much about Doo Wop Cafe other than our show plays on Doo Wop Cafe on Monday nights. And, you know, I've been on Doo Wop Cafe since November 2002. And, you know, Jack Strong, Pam Nardella, Jack Mizer, you know, and Cersei, they begged me to come over to Doo Wop Cafe way back then. I've been on there for a long time now, and when I went over there, it was a couple of months after we had to shut down WOV Pioneer Internet Radio because of the RIAA and all these regulations the government gave us, but. Doo Wop Cafe Radio started in the year 2000 as KSDW, which stood for Cool Steve's Doo Wop Radio, right? This guy, Cool Steve, he started a Doo Wop club on the internet, and Doo Wop Cafe is one of the early doo wop stations online. And one of the founding members, Woody Woodster, a.k.a. Woody Woodring is his name, he was one of the original DJs from the very, very beginning on Doo Wop Cafe. And I got word this week that he's retiring from his show for personal reasons. And, you know, I want to salute Woody right now. You know, he's been there for everyone over the last 20 years on Doo Wop Cafe. And in salute to Woody, and a thank you to Woody as well for everything he's done, I want to play one of Woody's old shows. We're going to go back to 2003. What is the date on this show? I don't even remember what the date is. Let me see. June 2003. Here it is. I happened to throw a tape in, and I wanted to record one of Woody's shows. So I threw a tape in and recorded it. Now, this is what internet radio sounded like in 2003, in the early days. You know, back then, internet radio was not perfected yet. You know, these days you go on internet radio, you hear crystal clear quality. It's like satellite radio, or it's like turning on your stereo system. But back then, the internet was a lot slower, and you know, the bit rates were a lot lower. I don't remember what the bit rate was back then, but I'm guessing it was either like 18 or 20 or something like that. Or it was low. We're going to feature for the rest of the show Woody Woodster. And Woody's got a goodie for you. And thank you, Woody. And let's go here on the Dungeon Serenade. Woody, he's got a goodie.
Everybody, and welcome to another edition of Woody's Goodies, coming to you live from downtown Reading, PA, home of the darkness, the wind, the rain, home of all kinds of stuff there. Today, I wasn't sure what we were going to get. Couldn't be sure. First we had wind, then we had heavy rain, then we had light rain, then now we got darkness. What the heck is going on? Anyway, glad to be here. I'm coming to you live from downtown Reading, PA, and I'm your host, Woody Woodster, sitting in here. Gonna spin you some tunes and have a little bit of fun, and hope everyone can join me and have a little bit of fun too. Anyway, that's enough of the jabber-jawing. Let's get things kicked off here. We're going to start the show with a goodie done by the Cadillacs called Speedo. Enjoy, everybody. A goodie from Woody here at the Doo Wop Cafe.
Boom, boom, boom.
Now they often call me Speedo, but my real name is slow. Well, now they often call me Speedo, but my real name is Woodster. Now they often call me Speedo, but my real name is he don't never take it slow. Well, now they often call me Speedo, but my real name is Woodster. Now they often call me Speedo, but my real name is Woodster. And now they gonna call me Speedo till they call off making pretty girls. Yeah, I guess that's him, Earl Speedo from the Cadillacs, a goodie here at the Doo Wop Cafe. We gotta say hi to everybody here in the Doo Wop Cafe chat room. We're gonna say hi to the youngest DJ, Doo Wop DJ, right here. I'm gonna say hi to Beady Bopper. Hi, Bopper. Thank you for covering for me for a few minutes there. I do appreciate it. Had some personal things to take care of. Anyway, we got to also say hi to Don. Hi, Don. Good to see you again. And also to Carrie and Rich. And also to the Doo Wop Queen herself. Doreen is here. Nice to have you with us, Doreen. And also to Mayor and Tonio. And I think Annie is with Tony. Said she's playing the piano. Okay, Tony. And anyone else out there in Doo Wop land listening to the radio, good to have you aboard, and we'll try to play the kind of tunes you like. If you think of something that you want to hear, just type it on the chat room board, or and if I have it, I'll gladly put it on for you. If I don't have it, well, I'll look for it and try to have it for you for the next time. Excuse me. So, sit back and relax. And for those who aren't in the chat room, if you would like to drop me a email and give a request, just drop your email to me at woody1343@comcast.net and tell me what you would like to hear, and I'll try and have it for you. I'm not always at my computer right away, but I try to get to all my emails and answer them as quickly as I can. Okay. Monterey's face in the crowd, that and I think you're pushing that one, Don, but I'm not sure. I'll look for it. I'll try to see if I have it. I'm not sure. I have a lot of stuff here. I have scads and scads of CDs, and as I said, if I have it, if I can find it, I'll definitely put it on for you. Okay, back to another bunch of goodies from Woody here at the Doo Wop Cafe, and here comes a goodie I know everyone will recognize. This one, it's one of those that everybody seems to say, oh, he's crying, he's crying. Well, it sounds like he's crying, but he actually isn't. Here you go with, this is Jackie and the Starlights, and a tune called Valerie. Enjoy, everybody. A goodie from Woody here at the Doo Wop Cafe. yeah. Now, was he crying or was he not? I don't think so. Heck of a tune, though. Great, great tune. Here comes another goodie we're going to send everybody's way. This one is by the one and only Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. And a goodie called I Want You to Be My Girl. Enjoy. Here's our goodie. Mr. Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers and I Want You to Be My Girl. Oh, what a tune, what a tune. All right, here comes another goodie. We got a tune called Castle in the Sky, and this one is done by the Bop Chords. Another goodie from Woody here at the Doo Wop Cafe. Enjoy, everybody.
And you will always be in my heart.
yeah, there you go. Castle in the Sky, done by the Bop Chords. Here comes a little bit of a slow one, so anybody that wants to get up and dance with your baby, let me tell you, you grab that sweetheart of yours and get her out onto the dance floor, because here comes a goodie to dance to. A little bit of the Shields and Baby, oh baby, enjoy. Oh baby.
And there you go. A salute to Woody Woodster right here in the Dungeon Serenade from the early days of internet radio back in 2003. That's how internet radio sounded back then. Slow internet, people on dial-up modems, and the internet's come a long way since then. And Woody's one of the founding members of Doo Wop Cafe Radio, and it's a long time, 20 years. Yeah, Woody's still around. He's not gone or anything, but he's got his 20 years in, and he has personal things that he's got to do and take care of, and we're gonna miss Woody on Doo Wop Cafe, but hey, we know he's still out there. So Woody, we salute you, and thanks for everything that you've done with Doo Wop Cafe. And wow, what a great show this was. New releases on Dungeon Records from the Tamaneers, the Vibranaires. And I really want to thank MIRIAM LINNA for joining us during today's show to tell us all about this book that just came out on Kix Books, all about Fortune Records, Mind Over Matter, the myths and the mysteries of Fortune Records by Billy Miller and Michael Hurt. Yeah. Hey, again, go to kicksbooks.com. You can get the book. I highly recommend it, and you won't regret it. You really won't regret it. You won't regret, like, if you go online and get the 2 new CDs, too. They're really great. Coming up on October 30th of 2020, WVKR is doing the fundraiser. So I hope all of you out there will be very supportive of Dungeon Serenade and the Paula and Amanda show, who we alternate with. And by all means, send in a pledge. In the meantime, this show is a memory, and I'll catch us all on the flip side. Do take care. Good night, everyone.